Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of RTHD. In this episode, we want to unbox the Halo Light Pro XL, and it's actually from a company called Tzumi, Tzumi. And I assume it's Zumi you actually pronounce it because it's most probably Chinese, and hopefully I got that correctly. If I didn't, let me know in the comments below how to actually pronounce this brand. I would have also created a video on unboxing the smart vacuum, which apparently is also created by the same brand. So this brand seems to be, creating all sorts of different products. But with that being said, I don't want to take too long. I don't want to, I know that your time is precious. So let's get into it. So I saw this at my local warehouse price marts, so to speak, and I said, you know what, I'll pick this up because I really do need some more lighting, and I hope that it's bright enough and you get to see it, and hopefully the video is clean enough as well too. I've been working on my lighting, so it's really the secret is really the lighting. It says enhance your social media posts, etc., and what you see, of course, is the light. There's a holder for your phone, a stand, a pop filter, and of course what seems to be a microphone and a microphone hook. So it says 12-inch LED ring light and media station. What you can actually look at here is what it says as well. It says 14.4 watt output, 10 brightness levels, so you could adjust the 10 brightness levels, 3 light modes: white, natural, and warm. For those of you who don't know, hopefully I could show you what that looks like in the video. It says tripod, phone mount, microphone with pop filter, and flexible stand, and it extends up to 5 feet. Okay, so let's get to the unboxing here very quickly. Literally changed my setup just to get this to be seen properly. Alright, there's nothing else in the box, I would think. Yep, nope, nothing else. So I'll put that aside just for space. And here we have it. It's laid out, very well compartmentalized. I'm not sure if I'm opening this up the right way or not, but this is how it is. So you see, it's a big light. I mean, I have to say, look at the size of my hand compared to this light. So it is 12 inches according to what they say, and it comes with this mount here. So the mount is already in there, and then we have the control, which we'll get to, but let me just unbox, so we'll get to each one of that. But there's the control, and this is pretty standard on most of the lights. Pretty much you have the power button, you have a dimmer button, like it's a minus sign. Then you have a in between button there that it looks like a refresh icon, but it's actually to change the mode. So like if you want a very cool white, or if you want a slightly tinged yellow color, you press on this and this will change the modes. And then the plus button, of course, it increases the intensity of or the brightness of the light. Okay, so that's the first thing that we have in the box. We also have here a cable. So this is an XLR cable. I know that because I was into audio before. There's an XLR cable that's converting into what seems to be a stereo headset jack. Okay. It's not a mobile compatible, as far as I could tell, jack. And so this means, I could tell you off the top of my head, even though they're advertising this, somehow being connected to your phone, you would need to get a special adapter, generally speaking, I think. For your phone, because your phone actually has 1, 2, 3, but your phone will have 4, which means that it takes both headset and audio, and that's a special jack as well. So if you want this to work, I think you may have to get that converter. I'm trying to remember the name of the converter, but I can't remember it offhand. You could probably Google it up. It's a Y converter. Basically, it's like 2 females to this that comes into one of these jacks, but with 4 different compartments for the tip. Okay, with that being said, there's the manual, and it seems to be not a booklet, as opposed to it's like a literal unfolding one. I mean, pretty nice, explaining everything. So there's the steps, the packages, etc., and I'm sure they're going to explain to you how to set this up. There's this little diagram here that shows you how to actually set it up. So that's pretty good that it shouldn't be, it's not rocket science, but it's nice to have, always nice to have a manual, and I think all products usually have manuals. With that being said, there's this part, which it is the microphone part. So you put the microphone in here, the microphone holder in here. It feels a bit loose. I don't think it should be that loose. This one is a bit strange, but you could also tighten it here, right? So there's just a screwdriver, and you just tighten it up, and it should be good to go. And there's a clamp on this side. So this was to clamp onto this part here, from what we will get to. I guess I'll mount it up as well, right? Then of course there's the pop filter. So of course it's flexi, so you can bend this. And again, this will mount to the tripod, which we have to also get out as well. But here we have a microphone, and this feels very, very light. They said it's a condenser microphone. I think. Let me just check the box. I don't wanna, tell them that is not true. It just says microphone though. The box just says microphone. Why did I think this was condenser? I'm pretty sure I read that, didn't I? But I guess not. So I guess they went wrong. Okay. So it's a bit deceptive. This is probably a $20 or $20 mic. It's too light to be, I would think, anything super valuable. I could tell you that offhand. I've had very cheap mics bought for like stage singing, etc. Nothing, but and it's much heavier. It's usually much heavier than this. This is light. This is like feathers. And then there's this. Oh well, I could just take this out and then I could explain this. So then there's also, of course, the tripod. And what I like is this is actually the second one I bought. The first one was flickering and I carried it back, and I didn't do a YouTube video on that one. So hopefully this one is not going to be flickering as well. But there's these two pieces, and I'm moving away the plastic. There's these two pieces, and this is how it's interesting how they actually set this up, because it's mounted really cool, right? So check this out, guys. So this is the tripod, and this is the top of the tripod, believe it or not. And you say, but how could this be the top, right? Because you have the legs, which should be the bottom, right? Okay, and that was the coolest thing I think about this. So you open it out, and then you flip. You can literally flip this all the way around. Just make sure I'm opening this out correctly. I did this before and it was easy, and now it seems hard. Yeah, see, there you go. And now you flip it this way, and now you have your full-size tripod, and now this is at the top. Cool. And then there's like 3 gauges, as you can see here, so you can extend this out. And of course I can't show you that on this video, but I'll just show you as I extend it out really long. So that's one. And I have to tell you, it's pretty tall, I have to say. There's the other one. And then there's the other one here. Why? Oh yes. Yeah. So you have a really tall stand here for your light, which is awesome. And then of course we will have the light, which we are going to have a look at. We're going to test this light to see how bright it is. But let's have a look at the length of the cable, which is also super important, because lots of electronics nowadays, they cut the cost of the products, as to make profits, of course, by keeping the cables short. So let's see how long this cable is. Of course, that this is 12 inches. So let's see what this looks like. 12 inches here, right? Another 12 inches here. That's 12 inches. 3 12 inches, 4 12 inches, 5 12 inches. So it's more than 5 feet long. So this is an awesome length cable, I have to say, offhand. And it's good because, remember, they would have probably catered for the length of the actual tripod itself. Now, what I want to show you back here is this tripod at the top. There's this little thing to screw. This is interesting as well, that I found this one. So you unscrew that, and then this is the mount, so that you can there's of course a ball joint, as you can see here. There's a ball joint there, which you screw into here, and then you mount this guy here like that into it. Yeah, and there you have your light stand. Just gonna mount that quickly there, and then we'll adjust it afterwards. But I usually do this. I actually I turn the ball so that the ball actually, if the ball, I could get the ball to spin in this one. Yeah, okay, so the ball is spinning, and I put it like that, and that way it's easy to mount it when standing up. When it's standing up, you just mount it and spin it in, and you're good to go. But I think before I close up in this video, we need to test the light to see how bright it is. Now, this would not be a perfectly good example because I'm pretty sure this is going to react to the light and it's going to look dim, but I'm pretty sure it is not going to be dim. All right, so I need to access a USB port, which I'm going to do now. I'm pretty sure I had one closer by, but I can't find it now, so I'm just going to use this USB port that I have here, an adapter. It does not come with an adapter, by the way, so you have to still buy the adapter. And now that I have it on, you won't be able to see this because the cord is too short for me to show you this, but now the light actually lights on the control. Oh, I could actually show you this. Well, let me show you this. I have a closer one where I can do it. All right, so here we go. As you can see, there's now a glowing light for the power button. And so if you press the power button, ta-da, we have lights. And of course it's adjusted, but you can see, you can see how bright it is. And I don't think this is the brightest, but we'll try. I'm pressing to see if this is the brightest. Okay, this seems to be actually the brightest. I'm pressing down here. You should see the color dimming. All right, and that's the dimmest it could go, but that's also adjusting everything else. As I said, the camera is going to compensate for that. So you can also change, of course, the warmth, right? The mode, so to speak. So now there's the plain white, what you call like the cool white. This is like the cool white. Then there's this kind of warm color. And then there's this one also looks white on camera, but as you can see, there's a tinge of yellow there. The whole thing is yellow in real, right? It's just that this camera, as I said, is compensating for it. But this is, as you can see, getting brighter. And as you get brighter, the camera is going to compensate for it. So it's really bright. Check this out. If you look at the hand, it doesn't look as bright, right? But I should probably show this when I switch off the lights and put this on, and we could probably close with how it actually looks. Hey guys, okay, so we are back, and this time I'm just going to test out the light. Right now I have an overhead light here, as you can see here. It brightened it up a little bit, but as you can see, I'm probably lagging a little bit, and that is because the frame rate is a lot lower because the lighting is not bright enough. And I'm going to switch on the other ring light, which is on the left hand side. It's off the screen, and let's see how the camera is going to perform, if it's going to get smoother, and I suspect it will. Let's hope it does. Here we go, powering on the 12-inch light that I just unboxed. All right, so it's on, and hopefully the camera, oh yes, you can see it's actually moving a little bit better now. So focus is a lot better, and the lighting is quite bright actually. This is not the brightest it could go. Let me show you what it looks like when I do it a little bit brighter. So it's getting brighter here. So it's quite bright, and this is actually daytime, right? It's still daytime, and you could see how bright it is. You could see how bright it is. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. It's a habit of looking at the second screen, which shows myself, right? So yes, so I think it's a pretty good buy. I would suggest that you pick up 2 of these if you can for your lighting. It doesn't have to be like a Twitch-like stream like this, so anything like that. You could just use it for when you're making your YouTube videos and you stand up straight and you look at the camera. But you probably want 2, even 3 if you can, and that's going to help out a lot with these USB Logitech cameras. But yeah, that's a little bit off topic. So I hope that you guys liked this episode of RTHD. If you do, please like, please subscribe. If you have any questions about the product, this product, I believe it's online. The 10-inch is online for $100 on Tsuzumi's website, but you could go on Amazon, and I saw as low as $33, which is a steal of a deal. I did actually test out The microphone, I was not impressed by the microphone at all. This was after I hooked it up to this special headset that I have, a gaming headset. There's a little port that is there. It doesn't work really good, but the lighting is really nice. And I would say it's well with the price, especially if you're not in the US but you're in Trinidad and Tobago. This was $500, which was a lot cheaper than what outside there they're asking for. With that being said, I know this video has been long, but thank you so much for viewing, and I'll see you guys again soon on another episode of RTHD coming to a YouTube screen near you. Take care. Bye bye.